South Africa is renowned for its diverse and vibrant culture, rich history, and stunning natural beauty. The country is also known for its impressive wildlife, including the Big Five, and is a popular nature destination for safari and nature enthusiasts. Additionally, South Africa is a major global producer of minerals like gold and platinum. But of course, these are the relevant things to the market and news. But as citizens, we know how cultured one is if they came up to you and asked whether you're Mazini, Ubongo, Ustumo, or Villa. Our entertainment industry has brought us so many legendary shows and amazing talent for nice, heartwarming, good laughs with your loved ones. I'm saying this to say sitcoms have been a staple of television history, captivating audiences with beloved shows like Sgudi, Snaysi, Our Family Bonds, City Sisla, Stockville, and My Perfect Family. It is clear that when executed well, sitcoms resonate strongly with viewers. Even today, classics like Sgudi, Snaysi, they still continue to be cherished by fans who revisit them for comfort sometimes. Right?
I've got to make an announcement that's going to affect us all. I'm putting this building on the market.
What? I am going to buy this building.
My man.
We've got less than an hour before these bankers come here, all right?
Ready?
Yeah, kind of.
My heavens, what happened to you?
Kim Kardashian versus Nicki Minaj.
We're not going to get this song.
However, it seems that the number of sitcoms has dwindled in recent years. The early 2010s brought us some fantastic examples, such as the new Sestopla, the second version, but the format appears to have lost its momentum. Nowadays, many comedy series consist of 8 to 10 episodes per season, often featuring a continuous storyline. While I enjoy many of these shows, I can't help but wonder why streaming platforms aren't producing more traditional sitcoms with at least 22 episodes a season, where each episode tells its own unique story. Like, these streaming services are always on the lookout for the next big hit, right? So why are they not investing in acquiring the rights to these classic sitcoms? I mean, they already have a built-in audience, as nearly all South Africans are familiar with characters like Ustum, Sismay, Ubongo, Uluiza, Utogo, Mfundisi, Kakela Mfundisi, all those things, like those shenanigans. We hold these characters dear, often without even realizing it, thanks to the joyful moments and vibrant energy they bring. Like, sitcoms can be created quickly and affordably while appealing to a wide audience when done right. So why aren't more streaming services jumping on this opportunity? I'll tell you why. It's a few reasons. First one is content ownership and licensing. Streaming platforms need to secure the rights to distribute content, obviously, which can involve complex negotiations and cost. But the SABC, as a public broadcaster of these shows, has a large archive of South African content and is actively looking to license it, apparently. Second of all, targeting South African audiences. South African audiences are increasingly embracing diverse storytelling, including content from other parts of the world and emerging markets. While local comedy shows are valuable, platforms may also prioritize content that aligns with global trends and appeal to a wider audience. And Another thing is the economic factors. South Africa's economic realities and viewing habits can influence streaming platform decisions. A streaming levy, if it is implemented well, it could support local content creation and potentially encourage more investment in local comedy. And thirdly, competition. South Africa has a really vibrant local streaming scene, including platforms like Showmax and View. These platforms may already be heavily invested in South African content, potentially limiting the opportunity for international streaming services to acquire and distribute it. Obviously, this is like our own thing. These shows our own. I mean, it wouldn't really make any sense if we see these shows on Hulu. If you see Stumo on whatever, like we can't. It's like that wouldn't be the right thing to happen. At least these shows can they be on Showmax? I mean, right? And lastly, evolution of comedy. The tastes and preferences for comedy have evolved over time. What might have been popular in the past may not resonate as strongly with current activities. Streaming services need to assess whether their existing comedy content aligns with current trends and whether it's worth investing in. Lastly, SABC's efforts. The SABC is actively working to make its old content available on its own streaming platform, on SABC Plus and SABC Encore. This may be a more strategic approach for the SABC rather than relying on licensing to third-party streaming services, and may be a factor in why other platforms haven't aggressively pursued this area. But nostalgia for sitcoms arises from the way they tap into viewers' memories and evoke a sense of familiarity and comfort. They often feature familiar settings, characters of music, triggering emotional connections that make stories deeper and characters more relatable. Like, this can lead to a feeling of escapism, where viewers are transported back to a simpler, more idealized time. Some people say classic sitcoms are dying because people want plot progression, which is generally absent or minimal in those shows. Not all the time though. Classic reset button technique is prevalent in the shows we watch or the shows I've mentioned, other than season finales and pilot episodes, which have tendencies to make big changes for the rest of the season. And some viewers would say, or some people would say, classic sitcom-like shows are a dying breed because they think networks want more prestige shows or critique-proof shows. They want like shows that have more substance, I guess, a storyline that's impactful, perhaps, I don't know. But I guess that's what they're actually talking about. Well, let's talk about the gist of the topic today, like what we're actually covering today. The shows, the classic sitcoms. One of them has to be Sgudi Snaysi. I have to start with Sgudi Snaysi. Sgudi Snaysi consistently topped SABC's viewing ratings, establishing itself as South Africa's most beloved television series. The show played a pivotal role in propelling Joe Mafela to fame through his iconic role as Stumo. Additionally, it positively influenced the careers of other cast members such as Mjali Jones, who later gained international recognition. The sitcom's depiction of life in Soweto struck a chord with viewers, making it a significant cultural reference. Airing in the late 1980s and early 1990s, Sgudi Snaysi was not only a popular sitcom but also a trailblazer in its portrayal of independent women. At a time when traditional gender roles were deeply ingrained in society, this show dared to challenge norms and showcase women as strong, self-reliant individuals. Set in Soweto, Sgudi Snaysi followed the lives of a group of friends living in a township. The central characters included the lively and spirited Sis May, played by the talented Daphne Hlomuga, Togo, portrayed by the talented actress Mjali Jones, and Louisa, played by Gloria Mudau, my favorite. What sets Sgudi Snaysi apart from other sitcoms of his time was his portrayal of these women as the architects of their own destinies. Togo epitomized a modern self-reliant woman navigating the complexities of urban life with wit, charm, and resilience. Her character shattered stereotypes, presenting a strong, empowered woman who was unafraid to pursue her dreams and aspirations. And Mrs. May, on the other side, emerged as a symbol of independence and resilience. As a single mother, she navigated the challenges of raising her children while also pursuing her own dreams and ambitions. Whether it was starting her own business or standing up to societal expectations, Sis May refused to be confined by traditional gender roles. She was a beacon of strength and empowerment for women across South Africa. I'm not just saying that. So about the show, just briefly, Sgudi Snaysi, meaning it is good, it is nice. It was a South African television sitcom created by Roberta Durant and produced by Penguin Films, which chronicles the misadventures of an unemployed man who is taken in by a family as a lodger and who, despite numerous money-making schemes, somehow never manages to pay his rent, getting by on his ability to charm the ladies. Now, Stumo was very charismatic. I'm not gonna lie. The series originally aired on the SABC's old CCV-TV channel from 1986 to 1993. There are 78 half-hour episodes and 6 seasons, starring the renowned comedian Joe Mafela in his breakout role as a Stumo, a sloppy but lovable lodger. Sgudi Snaysi consistently achieved SABC's highest viewing figures, becoming the most popular television series in South Africa. Sharing a house with her widowed aunt Sis May Dlomuga is her niece Togo Mchali, a beautiful young aspiring actress. To help make ends meet, Sis May places an advertisement for a lodger. The successful applicant is a Stumo, Joe Mafela, who subsequently never manages to pay his rent, but manages to worm his way into the hearts of the two ladies with whom he shares a house with. He never manages to pay rent, but you'd see them laughing together because of just the camaraderie these people share amongst each other. A nosy neighbor, Gloria Mudau, Louisa, who loves nothing more than to participate in and spread a bit of gossip, sees right through Stumo's numerous failed money-making schemes and never really takes to him, though everyone else does. The series starred the late Dlomuga as Sis May, a middle-aged woman living in Soweto, the late Gloria Mudau as Louisa, Sis May's neighbor, Mchali as Togo, Sis May's niece, and Joe Mafela as Stumo, an unemployed man who comes to lodge with Sis May. Sgudi Snaysi was produced for the SABC by award-winning director-producer Roberta Durant for Penguin Pictures. And the part where I was talking about how this portrayed women as resilient, as independent, powerful as they can be, I wanted to say shout out to Aphiwe Mame. I'm not sure if I'm saying her last name correct, but I'm going to display the credit on the screen. Breaking Boundaries, the independent women of Sgudi Snaysi. This was taken from her article published on March 11, 2024. Shout out to Aphiwe Mame. Thank you. On our second show, Velaphi. I'm Jonged. Velaphi is the central character, a scooter messenger for Shuguma, an advertising agency. The show is set in an urban environment, likely a city where Velaphi works and delivers messages on his scooter. So the episodes likely revolve around various humorous situations Velap gets into while delivering packages, meeting different clients, or dealing with the quirks of the advertising agency. The show likely explores the themes of workplace comedy, urban life, and the challenges of everyday life, all through the lens of Velap's experiences. And the overall tone is, the show is described as light-hearted and humorous, suggesting a comedic style that focuses on relatable situations and character. In another show again, Umzini Insizwa. Umzini Insizwa is a sitcom that was first broadcast on SABC 1 between 1994 and 2004. It starred Roland Mqwebu, Jabulani Nkosi, Jerry Pele, Shadrack Ngema, and Vusi Tanda. The sitcom is about the antics of 5 adult males who move to a Johannesburg hostel compound to earn a living. They live in a room, or they live in room 8, basically. If you know room 8, you know. The most controversial and popular room of the hostel, and always find themselves on the wrong side of the hostel's authorities. By the way, the show ended in August 2003 after starring actors Roland Mqwebu, Jabulani Nkosi, and Jerry Pele, who played Mkhize, Chiwali, and Mofokeng respectfully, were fired for high salary demands and being rebellious. They were later replaced by Siyabonga Thwala, Sphiwe Nkosi, and Augustine Shotolo, together with Vusi Tanda and Shadrack Ngema for the next season of 26 episodes, which started on 15 December 2003. Played different roles. Siyabonga Thwala appears as Mkhize Jr., Augustine appears as Pedros Madimeja, Sphiwe appears as Mazunya. The series was met with negative remarks. South African musician and notable viewer of the sitcom, Jabu Kanyile, made it clear that he preferred the original characters and that the new series was nonsense. Unfortunately. The new series though. The new series. And then, let's move on. There was a lot of success during the early 2010s, around 2011, 2012, around that time. We had Mandla N, who brought us the City Sesla. City Sesla is a South African television sitcom that follows the lives of 6 20-somethings navigating love, relationship, and life in the vibrant city of Johannesburg. The series explores the complexities of their lives as they navigate the cultural melting pot of the city. The show was created and executive produced by Maren Reddy, Luke Rouse, and Mandla N. The show features a cast of young adults experiencing the joys and challenges of urban life. It is set in Johannesburg, a major South African city known for its diverse culture and vibrant atmosphere. The sitcom explores themes of love, relationships, and the challenges of navigating the complexities of modern life in a dynamic urban setting. In terms of production, the show was produced by Black Brain Pictures, a production company formed by the creators of the series. And the succeeding series, a sequel series, is City Sesla 2, or it says Topla rather. It picks up after the original series, focusing on Temba and Pumzile as they navigate married life in the Sandton Gold apartments and upscale neighborhood. Damn. And another show is Family Bonds. Family Bonds, also known as Ezombe, was a South African sitcom that aired on SABC 1 from 2007 to 2009, created by Mandla Tabete. The show gained significant popularity for its authentic portrayal of family dynamics and its pioneering approach to television production. Cultural and social significance, set in the lower middle class suburb of Umbilo in Durban. Family bonds centered on the Vilakazi family. Tabi is so portrayed by Amanda Tabete, his wife Bui, and their extended family. The series explored themes of generational conflicts, love, loyalty, and the complexities of living with extended family members. These themes resonated deeply with South African audiences, reflecting the common practice of multi-generational households in the country. Production innovations. One of the show's notable achievements was its production style. Family Bonds was the first South African sitcom to be filmed in front of a live studio audience, a format that added authenticity and immediacy to its comedic timing. Additionally, the series was filmed in Durban with a cast predominantly from the city, so it added to its local flavor and reliability, or rather relatability. Legacy and impact. Despite its relatively short run of 2 seasons and 39 episodes, Family Bonds left a lasting impact on South African television. It was one of the first sitcoms to achieve significant viewership, entering the top 10 in television ratings during its airing. The show's success paved the way for future local productions and set a standard for shows or for sitcoms in the country. And tragically, the series was cut short following the untimely death of his creator and star Amanda Tabete in 2010. His passing marked a significant loss to the South African entertainment industry, as he was recognized for his contributions to comedy and television. But in summary, Family Bonds was more than just a sitcom. It was a cultural touchstone that highlighted the intricacies of family life in South Africa, showcased innovative production techniques, and left an enduring legacy in the country's television history. I'm saying this to say, obviously not all the shows I've mentioned here are actual sitcoms, but these are comedy shows, traditional comedy shows. You know, humans are mental time travelers. We don't just live in the present. We reminisce about our past and plan for our future. Daily activities such as exercising, going to work, and eating healthy are often more tied to a desired future than an immediate preference. You know, who really wants to work out? The problem is that thinking about the future is full of uncertainty. It also generates a considerable amount of anxiety. So, going back to a familiar thing, a nostalgic piece, it really does give you that sense of warmth or a sense of belonging, because it reminds you of a good time. It reminds you of happiness, of joy, you know? So I'm saying this to say South Africa really had a good run with these shows. If you could only just get them to be available on these platforms, because yes, clips are available all over, but I mean, can we get them? Like, can we have like Ustu Movelapi and the rest of the shows on Netflix, please? If you gotten this far watching the video, thank you so much. That really means a lot. Thank you so much. Please kindly subscribe, comment, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what show I missed. Let me know what you would have liked me to add. Please, thank you so much. Have a lovely rest of your day. Take care.